Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome on this beautiful morning. Welcome you all to lower body flow practice. Please find yourself in a comfortable position. Come to sit on your chair or sitting on the yoga mat. And close your eyes. Take a moment to be present, to be grounded, to be ready for this practice. Make sure you have tissues for pranayama. So just take a moment and bring awareness to your breath, being one with your breath. All the senses, meditating on the breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale to relax. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just allowing that morning energy to shift so we can be fully present for this practice, connecting, unifying movement and breath. Just feeling as we fill the lungs with air, feel that expansion through the chest, heart center, bringing that prana energy to every single cell in your body, expanding, pulsating with life. And exhaling, softening the body to relax. Bring awareness to your pelvic floor, to your hips. See if you can breathe into your pelvic floor and breathe into your hips, feeling grounded, but feeling soft. So we are seated tall, supported with softness in the body, relaxed body, long spine. From here we're going to begin with Anuloma Viloma. We'll do 2 sets of Anuloma Viloma for 10 rounds. Soft and soothing breath, harmonizing prana. Equalizing inhale and exhale, deepening the breath, lengthening the breath, slowing down. So whenever you're ready, Anuloma Viloma. Clear nostrils. And we'll begin. Deep inhale through the left, to the top of the lungs, and then switch, exhale through the right. Pause, inhale. Switch and exhale. only 10. Nice and slow. Deep, soothing breath. As you exhale, gently blow your nose. Focusing on the lungs, expanding fully. Emptying completely. Pausing in between. Breathing deep into the pelvis. There's a gentle pelvic tilt. As you breathe in, the pelvis tilts forward. As you breathe out, pelvis tilts back. The spine is rounding. Opening, lengthening, expanding. And exhaling to empty. Finishing on the left. Coming to pause, to sit, to meditate on the breath. Dropping the mind to the heart, awareness, senses, connecting to the breath. So the mind is empty, so we can be present, so we can create more space. And just notice your body. Take an impression of your being seated, and as you breathe, notice the space in your body, the outline, the boundaries, your temple. As you breathe into that container, filling in the container with prana, down to the roots, down to the pelvis. Soften through your hips, soften through your thighs, shoulders, face. And when you're ready, second set, Anuloma Viloma for 10 rounds. Beginning and finishing on the left. going until you finish 10 rounds. And as you finish on the left, pause. Just bathing in that energy, bathing in the light, the unified, harmonized energy in the heart, connecting the right side, the solar side with the left side, the lunar side, the sun and the moon connected energies of the sun, the fiery sun, hot light spreading, the fire element, balancing, connecting with the moon, soma, the nectar, ojas, juiciness in the body, lubrication, water element, cooling the body, coming to balance. So moving on to Agni Sara, the solar plexus, transforming, transmuting, letting go of anything that no longer serves us. Yeah, we feel the energy of the moon, full moon tonight, through the night, and celebrating that energy with gratitude. So maybe opening up to miracles, to synchronicities, being grateful for all the teachings, whether the teachings come from a book or from a person, from a friend, from a parent, from a child, from a teacher. Breathing into the heart with gratitude and dropping that energy into the solar plexus, into the navel, so we can transform with Agni Sara. Seated in a comfortable tall position, we'll do 3 sets of Agni Sara. Whenever you're ready, deep breath into the belly, and from the belly, exhale, draw the navel in, activating Nabi, inhaling in and up. And from here on, empty, massaging the belly. When you're ready, inhalation rises. Take a deep breath in and pause. And from that space, exhale to relax. And enjoy the lightness. Rest in the light as you pause. So whenever we're ready. As you breathe in, expand the heart, hold for a moment. Expand the belly, body full of prana, and then exhale, release. Feel the light, the illuminating light, and feel the lightness as opposed to heaviness. Pelvis, the home of Vata dosha, colon, the earth element, but also water element that circulates. So moving any stagnation, any unresolved, undigested emotions of grief and sadness. Moving it out with intention to let go. And whenever you're ready, second set, Agnisara, going deep. We exhale to let go all the air. As you pause, being ever present, awaken. And the third set, Agnisara. Deep breath in, exhale completely. And as you finish meditating on the stillness, emptiness, the subtle space, the joy of being present, coming to Shitkari, cooling pranayama. Visualize the nadis, energy channels that flow in through the sides of the body, balancing liver, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, adrenals. Agnisara balances thyroid and parathyroid, thymus gland. Shitkari, adrenals. So visualize these channels, and as you breathe in through the sides of your mouth, cool air coming in. See if you can connect that inhalation through the sides, coming all the way down to your sit bones. So seated with sit bones connecting down, being rooted, being grounded. Two channels of prana, the solar and lunar channel that comes all the way down, and visualize a channel of energy, cooling energy coming and pacifying, strengthening your spine besides the organs, going down to the sit bones, the bones that we are grounded with, right? And that channel of energy, cooling energy, creating stronger bones, focusing on ashtidhatu, bone tissue through the spine with intention to strengthen. Whenever ready, 9 rounds. In, lengthening the spine as you inhale, grow tall, maybe a half an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch, any amount. And root down through the sit bones, keep the length in the spine as you exhale through the nose. Feel those sit bones rooted without grabbing, without creating tension, just soft muscles at the same time being supported. Spine lengthens, shoulders soften as you exhale. Sit bones heavy, hip crease is relaxed, neck is relaxed, face is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. And bring a smile to your face as you finish. Bring a smile to your heart. Inhale joy and lightness. Exhaling gratitude. Being grateful for the benefits, for the teachings of this pranayama. Notice what's shifting in your mind or your body. What's shifting in your entire being. So the last pranayama, calming biohacking nervous system pranayama. So since we are working on the lower body and building strong bone tissue, and we are going to do Brahmari. As the bones conduct sound, Brahmari vibration, moving this prana energy deep within bone cells, vibrating. So buzzing, humming like a bee for 9 rounds. You may leave your hands in any mudra of your choice, whether it's a Jnana mudra, index finger to your thumb, or Sattva mudra, Talakrida, middle finger down, as you were making a fist with your middle finger, pressing gently right in the center of your palm and binding, wrapping your thumb over, extending through your fingers. So we can activate Talahrida Marma, which is connected to Apana Vata, which is that downward energy. Colon health, pelvic floor health, lower body, circulation. So your choice. Then from here we take a deep breath in. The tongue, tip of the tongue comes right above the teeth, gently touching to the gums as we hum, buzz, generating sound by constricting lightly through the throat muscles, and the tongue is relaxed. Feel that vibration in your body. Be with that vibration. Long and soothing exhalation to the end. Emptying completely. So whenever you're ready, begin. Inhale through the nose and hum. Just surrender to that vibration. And then from here, release your hands. Bring your hands together. And just gently pressing your hands together. Interlace your fingers, wrap your fingers over your palms. And just gently creating a little bit of obstruction to increase the flow to the fingertips, to the knuckles. From here, release, shake it off, and then slowly begin to cat and cow. So just gently tilting the pelvis forward as we inhale and lengthening the spine, opening the heart, shoulders roll back, and exhaling, coiling in, pelvis tilts back. Just a few cat and cows to wake up the body before we come to stand. Just noticing if there's any tension in your body, with intention to release any stagnation, heaviness, ache. And just allow your head to move any direction, releasing any tension from your neck. Very gentle head circles. And from here, just to begin to slowly spiral. Draw circles with your heart. Seated. Very lightly, gently engage your core. Navel in. Leading with your heart as you sit. Shifting the weight from hip to hip, sit bone to sit bone, and reverse. Beautiful. And coming back to center and make your way to stand. And as you come to stand, feet hip distance apart, standing beside your chair so you can always use your chair for balance. Lift your toes, spread your toes, stretch through your toes and shift, lifting your heels. And lower down, shifting the weight to your heels, rolling forward and back. Very gently lengthen through your tail, your spine. And inhaling, shifting, lift the heels and pause. Lengthen the spine, stand tall. Connecting through all the knuckles of your toes. Take a deep breath in and out. And as you exhale, lower down, nice and slow with control. And we're coming to rise with the arms coming up for 3 breaths. So inhale up, lift the heels as you lift your arms. Deep breath, finish up, exhale, lower and stretch, palms facing down, stretching as much tissue as you can with control. And again, inhale, arms come forward and up. Lifting up, lengthening through the spine, hugging it through your legs, skin to muscle, muscle to bone, and exhale down. And from here, one more. And gently draw your shoulders back as you exhale, stretching your arms behind you. Just opening through the heart, exhaling down. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to shift the weight side to side, stepping out, stepping your feet slightly wider than hips, and gently bending your knees. So shifting the weight, and just finding the bounce in your knees. Keep your feet connected and shifting the weight, sitting back. Bring your hands to your hips, right over your hips. Gently pressing to the interior superior iliac crest, the bony parts of the hips. And from here, coming to center, toe heel in, legs together. We're going to inhale, stand tall, open the heart, and exhale, sit back gently, fold from the hips, bring your hands to your knees, and begin to circle, extending, flexing, lubricating through the knees. Keep your toes pressing in. All the toe bones pressing in. Heels pressing in. As you press the big toes in, feel the arches lift and reverse. And reverse. And reverse. And coming back to center, gently slide your hands down to your shins, just below your knees. And micro bend your knees. Lift your sit bones, lengthen your tail, lengthen the spine, gaze forward, look forward. So you're gently pressing the palms of your hands right below the knees into your shin bone and lengthen the sit bones as much as you can. Your knees are micro bent, the spine is long, gazing forward, looking forward. Take a deep breath in and exhale, extend through your knees, lengthen the spine. Keep your head above the heart and keep your toes grounded. Beautiful. On your next inhalation, sit back, coming into Utkatasana, press your legs together, come to sit low, make sure you can see your toes, gaze forward, inhale your arms up. And from here, exhale to the side, arms come down and bring them down to your sacrum. Open your hands into L shape and press your thumbs down into your sacrum. There's so many marma points down on the sacrum that we can't go wrong with gently pressing the tips of your thumbs into the lower back. And gently pressing your fingers into your pelvic bone. As you inhale, lengthen the spine as you root down through the legs. As if you could isolate the upper body, lower body. Doing a little bit of resistance here, pressing the hands and rooting the pelvis as you lengthen the spine. Loading the legs, feeling that energy in the legs, the fire. Breathe slowly and deeply. Hugging your legs in, lift the pelvic floor, hug your sit bones, and inhale, come to stand, nice and slow. Hug your legs even more, squeezing through your hips, pressing your hips in, and then exhale, release your hands, soften through your lower body, and pause, feeling the lightness. Beautiful. Stepping your feet apart, bring your hands to your hips and begin to circle your hips. Nice and slow, exploring. Shifting the weight side to side without locking the knees. And reverse. Keep your spine tall. And coming back to center. From here, we're going to inhale the arms up, root down through your feet, arms come up, and as we exhale, we're going to come to forward fold all the way down as much as you can. Exhaling down, bowing down. Hands to your shins or maybe the ground if you can. Exhale, allow your head to hang heavy. And from here, inhaling, sitting back into Utkatasana. Lift your head, look forward. Bring your hands to your thighs, hug your elbows in. Lift your pelvic floor, hug your sit bones. Pause here. Gently pressing your hands as you exhale, pressing into your thigh bones. And then inhale, rise up. Keep that strength in your legs. Exhale, gently press your pelvis forward. Hug your sit bones, lengthen the spine. Bring your hands to your back, draw your elbows back and open the heart, coming into lengthening the spine, into back bend. Thumbs pressing down, so we are lengthening the tail and then pressing the thumbs down, massaging into the sacrum. Navel draws in, pubic bone to navel, activate the core, lengthen the spine. And then inhale, coming back, center, feet hip distance apart. Now inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, sit back, coming back into Utkatasana. Roll your shoulders back, lift your pelvic floor, navel scoops in, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold, connect belly to thighs. And then release your arms. As you release your arms, extend your legs. Forward fold. Lengthen through the back of your legs. Leading with your pelvis, lift the sit bones. Bow gently, gazing at your knees. One more breath. Breathing into the lower back. And as you inhale, look forward, sit back, hug skin to muscle, muscle to bone, lift the pelvic floor, sit bones, and your hands can come, walk up to your thighs, draw your elbows back, navel in. Pause here. Inhaling all the way up, using your hands. So we're going to use the hands to rise up. Inhale, rise up. And from here, coming, exhaling, hands to the back and coming into extension. Pelvis comes forward, still activating, lengthening the spine. Always lengthening, creating space through the lower back. And when you're ready, inhaling back to center, Tadasana. So we're going to do this one more time. Inhale, bring your arms up, hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart as you forward fold, bending your knees. Bend your knees, connect belly to thighs. Strong legs. Exhaling down, hands to the shins or the ground, or maybe you're using the chair for support. Being here. In your next exhalation, extend through the knees. Bow, gaze at your knees. One breath here. Inhale, look forward, sit back. Walk your hands to your thighs. Deep inhalation. When you're ready, press up to rise. Pause. Inhale your arms up. And exhale your hands to the back. Inhale, lengthen. Tail lengthens, and then exhale, gentle back bend. Inhaling back to center and exhale, release, coming to Tadasana. Shift the weight forward and back, tippy toes and heels lifting. Releasing any tension from your feet. Make your way to face your chair. So we can come to standing table. Walking in, root your hands down on the chair, shoulders over your wrist, and shift your weight forward and back. Bringing more energy to the knuckles, to your metacarpals, to your wrist bones, to the joints. Shifting forward and back, lifting the heels, extending and stretching through the back of your legs, keeping your spine in alignment. Beautiful. From here, come to steady. Standing table. Take a deep inhale in and release the belly. Gaze forward, look forward. Exhale, coil in. Pubic bone to navel, chin to chest. Rounding, cat and cow. Inhaling, keep the length between your ears and your shoulders. Stretch through your neck. Beautiful. And from here, coming back to center. We're going to come to stand. Shifting the weight to the right, holding on to the chair for hip circles. Nice with control. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up. Opening up, lowering down, and coming into circles with your knee. Keeping your knee in flexion. Draw your toes in towards the knee as you circle. Big and expansive circles coming in and across, opening in to get in every space of that ball and socket joint. Coming into flexion, extension, internal rotation, external rotation, adduction, and abduction. And from here, we're going to reverse. So we're going to open to the side, lift, and close the door, like a hinge of the door coming in. Finding a comfortable angle. Keep those toes up, protecting your knee. Beautiful. Strengthening through that hip. One more. And from here, we're going to come into Vira 1. So standing in front of your chair, stepping the right leg forward, left leg back. So if you circled left leg goes back to stretch. If you circle the right leg, then the right leg goes back. Coming into Vira 1. So your back foot, the heel drops down, the pelvis is squared forward. And from here, we are coming into flexion, not crossing the ankle, opening through the hip. Inhale, bring your arms up. If you have too much tightness through the back leg, step back, lower through the front hip, and then lift the heel up, extend through the knee as much as you can. Coming into high lunge. Inhaling the arms up, and from here, exhaling the hands down. Again, pressing your thumbs down to the sacrum, right into the dimples, finding the dimples, massaging the lower back. And we're coming to gentle pulses, leading with the front leg. Without moving the knee, you can support the knee with the chair so you do not cross. Keeping that connection, knee to the chair, lift up, leading with the right side and lower down. Look down through the big toe of your front foot. Lift that arch, gently pulsing. One more. Squeeze that right sit bone and then inhale, rise. Extend through the front leg, pivot, coming into a wide stance. And from here, exhaling, bend your knees, coming into a forward fold, bring your hands into your hip creases. So we're gently opening through the thighs. With hands, you can externally rotate the tissue, create more space, coming into a forward fold any amount. Extend through the back, extend through your knees. Now, twist and gently rotate your feet without lifting your feet. So energetically, trying to internally rotate from the hip. So you're pressing your heels out and you're pressing your toes in towards the center of the mat. And then release. Same comes to the kneecaps. If you focus on the center of your knee, you're gently rotating in your knees without moving your feet. And then release. And then sit bones, spreading your sit bones wide. Deep breath in, exhale, release. And then softly bend your knees, sit back. Inhale, rise up. Toe heel in. All the way in. And from here we pause. Coming into a figure four. So you may come to sit on the chair for that. Feet hip distance apart. Step the right leg into the center and lift the left knee up. Pause. If you're standing, keep that compression, connecting belly to thigh. Just for a moment. And then exhale your left foot over your right thigh and open your knee, opening the hip to the side. Pause. If you're standing, you are in a baby chair with your knee to the side. And from here, we're exhaling, connecting belly to thigh. If you're sitting on the chair, fold forward any amount. Watch that knee. If there is any pressure on the knee, fix the position, align your leg, and draw the toes in towards the knee to protect the knee. Breathe deep into the left hip. Soften through the left hip. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, cross your legs together. As you cross your legs together, we are going to come to a twist. So if you're standing, come to sit. Cross your legs, inhale, right arm up. Lengthen the spine, hug your legs together. Keep hugging, feeling your sit bones. Your butt cheeks are hugging and lifting. Legs are connecting, thigh to thigh. And from here, exhale, twist from the navel, from the belly. And release your arm. Inhale deep, keep hugging, lifting pelvic floor. And exhale, twist a little bit more, keeping that length in your spine. Breathing and pulsing, expanding, exhaling, contracting. One more breath. Focus on your spine, creating more space through the joints in between vertebrae. And then coming in, lengthening. Release your legs, shake it off, tap it off, bring your knees wide, sit back. Inhale, deep, lengthen the spine, come into a forward fold, any amount, and allow those sit bones to peel off the chair as your pelvis lifts. Maybe even exhale your hands down to the ground. If you feel lightheaded, always keep your head over the heart. Lengthen the spine and then exhale, lower your heart. Soften your heart. Breathe deep to the lumbar spine, to your kidney area, sides. And exhale. Breathing into the lower ribs, mid-chest. And if there is any area of tension, stay there. And take another breath. See if you can inhale, expand, and create softness. Allow the prana energy to flow, to wash out the tissues. Allow for gentle wave to come in, gentle pulsation. And then coming into the upper back. Gently pulsing, inhaling, rising, maybe an inch or so, and then exhale, surrender and soften your heart as you exhale, rounding, waving, pulsing, allowing that energy to flow through the spine from the base of the spine to the top of the crown, and one more breath into the neck. So we target the spine, we target the sacrum areas. This is the home of healthy bone tissue in general for the entire body. So take one more breath here. See if you can do a slight cat and cow in that forward fold as you are. And then inhale, allow that inhalation to bring you up. Walk your hands up to your thighs. And sway your body to the side, coming nice and slow. Just moving like water would flow, bringing softness to the body. And then bring your legs together. We're going to sit on the edge of the chair. Bring the block in between the legs. Hug the block. Toe heel your feet apart. So you feel aligned and your knees are over your heels. I want you to gently press your legs into the block. So we're using that length, the thinner part of the block in between the legs. And I want you to feel that the tissue of your muscles of your calf on the middle side of your leg, right before the knee, are pressing into the block as well. We're not just pressing the bones in and keeping the feet apart. We are pressing in with the upper part of your calf muscles. So your tissue, your muscles are glued to the block. So align your feet accordingly so you can feel that. The reason is that we are activating marma points to bring more energy and balance to the ankle joints. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bring the hands just to the side. And finding the middle of the front thigh, and that's where you're going to press your thumbs in. So finding the middle from the knee to the hip, finding the middle, and maybe kind of work it out and see if you find any tenderness. Maybe you have to go a little bit forward to the knee, maybe a little bit towards the hip. But if there is any tenderness, there could be a suggestion that there is some imbalance. You can gently move the tissue in as if you were internally rotating your thighs and find that tender point if there is one. Just breathing into your fingers. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep connecting to the block, pressing in. And using your hands to rotate the muscle tissue. Relax your shoulders. One more breath. And release the block. Now we're coming to stand. And coming to the other side of the chair for hip circles. So shifting weight to the left, inhaling the right knee up and circling. This should feel good to open the hip as you are circling, using the gravity and the weight of your leg to open the hip. Notice how is the lower back feeling, engaging your core, using your core, activating through your core. One more here. And from here we're going to reverse, so opening the knee to the side and lift and squeeze and hug for 8. With control. Two more. Beautiful. And from here we're coming to step that leg back, coming into warrior 1, coming forward, and maybe you want to connect your knee to the chair, so we're not moving that knee, and from here dropping the heel back with the hip open. But if this is too much, warrior 1 is way easier because we open the hip and we come down. With warrior 1, your foot is slightly on an angle, but the hip is squared forward, and then the front hip comes down, and then from here we open up, being in warrior 1 or lifting the heel, if that's easier. As we're gonna stay here for a moment, stay here for a few breaths, gently pulsing, hugging, feeling the hamstring muscle, activating through the hamstring muscle. Deep breath in, the tip of the thumbs are pressing in. Pulsing and being with that energy. Feeling the big toe of the front foot pressing in, lifting the arch, strengthening all those intrinsic muscles. And from here, extend through the front, pivot, and we're coming into a forward fold. So wide stance, find your balance, coming into a forward fold, extend through the legs, hands to the ground. Lengthen the spine and keep your head over, and as you exhale, soften the heart. You can micro bend your knees, opening wide, sit bones lift, tail lifts. And when you're ready, inhaling, rising, hands to your thighs. And when you're ready, heart lifts, inhaling, always inhaling, rising. And exhale, toe heel. From here, figure 4 on the right side. So if you're standing, bring your knee in. That requires a strong balance. You can come to the chair, sit on the chair. And then exhale the right foot to the left knee, opening in to figure 4. And being here, breathing here into the hip, open the hip. And when you're ready, exhale, forward fold. So if you're standing, coming into forward fold, going deeper, extend through the left leg. Release any tension from the neck. And then inhaling, rising, coming to lift. And then exhale, hug the leg in, cross the leg, coming into a twist. Hugging the legs together. Lengthen the spine. Inhale the left arm up. And then exhaling down. So twists help to release, break down the mucus, also releasing heat from the body. As we breathe in, expanding through the sides, activating through the liver, through the spleen. Breathing deep into the kidneys. Visualize your spine lengthening as you grow, crown to the sky. Heart to the crown, navel up to the heart. Sit bones heavy and soften through the hips. One more breath. And then exhaling, coming back to center and release. Shake it up. We're going to come to stand beside the chair for tree pose. Shifting the weight to the left, down through the left. Inhale, draw the right knee up. Externally rotate the hip and place your foot down towards your leg, pressing in. Pressing into the center, both legs pressing in. And the heel sits again over that marma point to bring more circulation, balance to ankles. And from here, maybe bringing your hands into your heart. Grow tall. And then exhale, slowly releasing. Feet together, release your hands. Shift the weight forward and back, lift your heels. Inhaling your arms up, heels come up. Exhale your hands down. And again, inhaling up, so a little bit of namaskar. Opening up, vinyasa flow. Exhaling down and now coming into the second other side of the tree pose. Knee comes up, externally rotate the leg and fitting your heel down below the knee joint, pressing in. And it could be a little bit tender. This is that marma, medial charana on the leg. It releases knee pain and brings circulation to the ankle, lower leg. So find a comfortable position here. Just even being here supported with your chair, and you draw that energy in and pressing the right leg into your left foot and your left foot into the right leg, finding the center, finding the balance. Lift your pelvic floor, activate your core, roll your shoulders back, maybe bring your hands to your heart, maybe one hand to the heart. And if you bend your thumb, creating that knuckle, placing it in the middle of the sternum, activating to the Hridaya Marma. Wherever you are, soft breath, even breath. Samavriti Ujjayi, inhalation, exhalation. Even breath. Just visualize yourself, the entire being, as a tree, maybe gently waving side to side, maybe standing strong and sturdy. Can you feel all of your toes connected down to the ground, inside the edge of your foot, the heel? And then exhaling, releasing, feet together, release your arms. Shift the weight forward, lift your heels, lift your arms. And then exhale, arms to the side. And from here, we're going to come into a forward fold, half lift, hands to the heart. Stretching through the back of your legs, your knees are soft. And then inhaling, rising, bring your hands over the head. Legs are together. And then exhaling, forward fold. And if you're using the chair, bring your hands to your chair or bring your hands to the ground. Toe heel your feet out, 45 degrees, and come into Malasana. So the center of your knees comes towards the baby toes, and begin to hug your inner thighs, your hamstrings, your sit bones, coming into Malasana. Root down through your big toes, bring your hands to your heart or stay supported with the chair. Wherever you are, deep breath in, lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen the spine, tail lengthens, and as you inhale, press up. Exhale, your hands down, and then toe heel your feet in. Legs together, root down through your toes. Inhale, arms come up. Stretch as much tissue as you can, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees lightly, hands to heart. And as you inhale, extend through your legs, lengthen the spine. Draw the navel in, so we're in a halfway fold. And from here, inhale, bend your knees, rise up, hands over the head. And the next exhalation, folding all the way down. If you're using the chair, hands to the chair, toe heel your feet. 45-degree angle, and exhale, sit back into Malasana. Maybe from here, bring your hands to your heart and pause. Inhale, lift an inch. Draw your knees towards the baby toe, press the big toes in. When you're ready, inhale, hands over the head and rise up, press up, come to stand. And then exhaling, toe heel your feet together. Inhale, lengthen the spine, grow tall, press your pelvis forward. Exhale, soften into gentle back bend. And inhale, back to center. And exhale, hands to the heart. Om Samaya Namaha. The moon namaskar. Inhale, hands over the head. And exhale, forward fold, halfway. Bend your knees. Inhale, extend through the knees. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, pause. Inhale, rise up. As you rise up, bring your hands over the head. Keep your hands pressing in, activate through your shoulders, and then extend and gentle back bend as you exhale. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, forward fold all the way. Toe heel your feet out and come into Malasana. Coming to sit low, hands to heart. Root down through the big toe, and then shift 2 or 3 inches, and then exhale, lower. When you're ready, inhale all the way up. Coming to stand tall. And then exhale, release your arms, toe heel your feet in. And coming to center, legs together, feet together, palms open. Coming to half moon pose. Feet together, legs together, pressing in, scooping in, lengthen the tail, draw the navel in, inhale, arms come up. So again, working on the spine, hands out together, pressing in, interlacing your fingers, leave your index finger out, and from here as you grow tall in alignment, exhale to the left, creating a half moon. Deep breath into the left side, exhale, feel that spine, breathe into the spine, allow that energy to move through your spine. Moving all that cerebrospinal fluid, getting into the spinal cord, stretching through the joints of your spine. Allow that energy to flow. The juiciness of the spine. And then inhaling, rise up nice and slow. Keep that length. Lengthen and grow taller. Exhale, gentle back bend here. Open and push your hips forward. Inhaling back to center. Exhale to the right. And just for a moment here, settle in, align, keep your feet together. Gently pulsing and moving that energy from the base of your spine up to the heart center, through the neck to the crown. And then inhaling back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Soften through your elbows, nice and soft, heart. And then exhale, fold. All the way down, bring your hands down, toe heel your feet out. And exhale, sit back more into a squat position here. Bring your hands to your heart. And when you're ready, press through your heels, press through your toes to rise up. Inhaling, pressing, feel those sit bones squeezing in. And then exhale, release your hands, toe heel in. All the way in, ankles together. Beautiful. We're going to come to sit on the mat, in the middle of the mat, and just bring the chair to the end of the mat so all the legs are standing right on the mat. I want to make sure the chair is stable, but we're going to come to sit in the middle of the mat. Have a sip of water. We're coming to windshield wipers first, so bring your hands behind you, bring your feet to the edges of your mat, bend your knees, and from here exhale to the right side. Make room for your knees, so make sure your feet are wide. Wide feet coming side to side, so both of the knees are touching the ground. Pelvis lifts, coming into a gentle twist, rotation, and then shift the weight to the other side. Knees are to the ground, then the hip is lifted, coming into a gentle twist. Coming to flow with the top arm, Opening up, twisting, very gentle. We're moving that energy in our aura. So opening up through the shoulder, through the side of the body, moving the shoulders, moving the hips. One more on each side. Reaching and flowing like water. From here, we're coming to table with the heels right on the chair. So as you come to lie down on your back, bring your heels down, feet hip distance apart. Extend through your arms, align your knees with your hips, being in a comfortable position here. We're coming to drop the belly in, scoop pubic bone to navel to flatten the belly. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. And then from here, we're going to press the heels down, lift and twist, reaching the right elbow to the left knee. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee. And back to center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Alternate and switch. So just keep going. Your hands up for the support. Lift your chin, lengthen through the neck, relax through the neck. Just doing a little bit of core work, oblique work, keeping your pelvis stable. Root down through the pelvis, sit bones gently hugging, sacrum's heavy. One more on each side. And from here, draw your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in. And then keep your sacrum heavy. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Extend your legs up to the sky. Point and flex. Pointing and flexing, stretching, feeling that energy through the heels, through the back of your legs. And then circle your feet just to move the juiciness from the feet. And then from here, coming back to table. Root down through the left heel, extend the right leg up. Root down through your arms. Lift your heart, lower your shoulder blades and your heart. And from here, we're going to press into the left heel and just lift the pelvis as you scoop pubic bone to navel, keeping the right leg in extension. And then exhale, lower down. It's a really small movement, but really efficient to activate the hamstrings. So we're going to go for 8. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep your toes drawn towards the left knee. Keep your right toes pointed. And keep squeezing. Very gentle pelvic tilt, scooping in, peeling off, and hugging the sit bone. Really focusing on that sit bone. We're stretching through the plantar fascia. The big toe is pressing in towards the left knee. You could feel it in your calf muscles. You can feel it in the back of your leg. It could feel on fire. One more. And release. Soften. Feet together. Open your knees to the side. Keep your feet on the chair. Open your knees to the side. And gently scoop, flip your feet, the bottoms of your feet up. And then release. Draw your knees into your armpits, into a happy baby. So grabbing your ankles, your shins. If you grab your shins, you can use your forearms to open your knees. As you draw your feet in, open your knees, open your hips. Keep your lower back flat on the ground. Coming all the way to happy baby. You don't really have to grab the edges of your feet. If it causes misalignment of your spine, it is completely fine to grab the middle of the shin, use the forearm, resist the legs. So you're pressing your forearms into the lower leg, and then from here, controlling the movement side to side. Beautiful. Feet together. Use your hands, close your knees, and bring your legs back onto the chair, table position. Now we're going to switch. Extend your arms along the body, palms facing down. I have jade beads underneath my mat. So extending through the left leg, pointing when you're ready. Inhale, peel and lift slightly, 3 inches. Inhale and squeeze. Exhale down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. For 8. Feel that energy through the calf muscle, through the hamstring. I think this is 8. I would love to watch a video one time and see how many I actually do. Draw the knees in. I hope you're counting yours. And hug your knees in. Keep your ankles together. Hug your knees in. Point and flex through your ankles. And keep that connection belly to thighs. So we're just moving all the juiciness from the feet, lubricating the feet. Keep your ankles together and circle. And reverse. See if you can draw circles, keeping your feet together. So the inner edges of the feet are together and you're moving as one big foot. And reverse. Coming back to happy baby. Knees into armpits. Keep your sacrum heavy. Press your knees with your hands. Just pressing right below your knee joint. Pressing into the shin again. Activating the Charana Marma. Pressing in and then bring your legs in. Plug in and rock side to side. Drop your big bone away from the navel. So we're not scooping and rounding the spine. We're keeping the pelvis, the side joints stable. Massaging the lower back. And keep that connection, your forearms, your elbows into your legs. Again, activating more money through the legs. And free your feet. Introduce some movement to your feet. Coming back to center. Moving your chair away. Mine is super easy. I can just use my feet to move it away as we're going to come into Utkatasana. So we are going to extend legs up into the sky. Draw your toes in. Extend the arms along the body, palms facing down. Draw your chin into your chest. Utkatasana. So exhaling, halfway, pause. Point your toes, flex your toes. Scoop pubic bone to navel, connect through your lower back. Draw your chin in, hold. Don't hold your breath. Soft jaw, breathe in and out. One more breath. And as you exhale slowly with control, lower down, all the way down. And exhale, allow your legs to externally rotate and arms without touching the body, palms facing up. And gently rock your head side to side. And coming to center, close your eyes. And take a deep breath into your heart. Feeling the bones in your body. Feeling your heels heavy. Feeling your hips heavy. Feeling your shoulders and your wrists. Resting, being supported. And feeling the back of your head. Breathing into the heart space and expanding. Exhaling, softening. Take a moment to inhale your intention. Maybe there is intention lingering in your mind. Maybe intention for this full moon tonight. And then exhaling with gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then softly begin to move your fingers and your toes. Gently rock your head side to side. And when you can, roll onto the left side of your body, the moon side of your body. Connecting to the heart. the root of the mind, the home of Vyana Vata, water element that circulates all in the body. So gently moving like water, slowly with grace coming to sit. Coming into the heart space, gently bowing into the heart, connecting. The masculine, feminine, the moon, the sun, energies, balance. Connecting with the heart, tapping into the heart, dropping the mind into the heart. The root of the mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Om Samaya Namaha. Moon Mantra. Bowing to all the teachers, bowing to all of you for inspiring and for always teaching. Namaste.